to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure going right. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Moore to the air. Might be looking to run. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Moore. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dante Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Davison. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. More to throw for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Looking outside, it's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Here's Manning to throw. The short hands. It's Smothers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Davison. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you can get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Moore, play action. Throws for the tight end. Leaves his feet and makes a nice catch along the left sideline.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Trying the run, it's Davison. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He got it!
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
On the run from inside his 25. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running inside, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing Manning. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win.
There he goes. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Sweep. Let it go.
Moore unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Sweep. Let it go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here comes the Texas offense. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Manning makes the pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Crosses the 30. He's loose down the middle. The 40. The 20. Busts through behind his pad. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I love the work the offensive line does on that play. They created a huge hole for the ball carrier, and he's a guy, if you get him in the second level, he can take it the distance. Nice job up front.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And And man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game, so if you get stopped on 4th down...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. And that one will give him the lead.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right back to him on the ground. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Booster, booster.
Here's Moore to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the right. Goes high to pull it in. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period.
Ready, go!
In the red area, it's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Sending the offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The run inside, it's Smothers. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
To throw, Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Throwing Moore. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the... Got room on the return. The 10.
And how about the big play by the backup running back? Man, hey, listen, I don't get the ball much. I don't get to prove myself much. You know how you get more carries? You prove it when you do get it. And that is a big-time play. First touch, shows off the speed. He shows, hey, I can be this guy too. I need some more touches.
Quarterback may change this route. Run in the red zone, it smothers. Touchdown, Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
This coaching staff always talks about the depth on the team, and I think, David, we've seen that today here at the running back spot. Recently, the backup coming in, and he's toting the rock, and he's doing damage against this defense as well. A set of fresh legs keeps this run offense effective, and that depth really showing through.
Man, it made a huge difference, but let's give some credit, too, to those big boys up front, because it didn't matter who was at running back. They had success. They controlled the game, and they controlled the line of scrimmage. Nice to have another guy you can put in late in the game, but it's nice to have those big hog mollies paving the way for your running backs.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And this defense breaks